Alright, ladies and gentlemen, or gentlemen, whoever's watching, if anybody, we're out here again, and we have a plopper. We are going to try the plopper deal again. Let's see if I can catch a fish on it. We're back out here on Green Lake. There are a lot of smallies out here, so I'm hoping maybe I can get a smallie on this thing. I got it tied onto my Cash King Kestrel Elite BFS reel, so we'll see how that goes. 10-pound test, 10-pound braid. A little bit of a northwest breeze this morning, not terrible. Got a little chop on the water. This is a 6'6" medium light rod that I built. It's probably more like a medium action. These rods are pretty stiff. So we'll see if we can catch a plopper fish. I caught a weed. I think it's just torpedoing a little bit too because of getting caught in the chop. This is the 90 size Whopper Plopper in the loon color. Yeah, it's getting caught in the waves. Hoping to find some fish up kind of shallow today, early. Maybe a largemouth or two, maybe a smallmouth or 5. We'll see. Maybe nothing. It's been tough to get videos out between the weather and having to work to make some money. So the weather's been pretty crappy, a lot of thunderstorms and rain and a lot of wind. More popper action. The waves overcome it and kind of submerge it a little bit. I was hoping it'd been a little calmer this morning, but it's not. I guess that's no surprise. It's a cool morning, but it's muggy. It's humid, very humid today. Bed down there. I don't know if it's a bluegill bed or I don't think there's anything on it, but I'll try casting up a little shallower. Might have to go fish the break, drop off a little bit maybe. Come on, get on the surface. Oh, something struck at it. Something hit at it right here. That's a good sign. Only 5 feet of water, 4.5, 5 feet of water. You get pretty close to the boat, so. Probably a little too choppy for this smaller. This is the 90 series Whopper Plopper. So it might be too choppy out here for this thing. It's so small, the waves suck it underwater. Till I get it closer to the boat, and then it's fine. But I still gotta reel it pretty fast. I don't know how long this is supposed to take to get a plopper fish, but I just don't know if there's that many fish up this shallow yet or not. It might be out deeper. I know there's one that was up this shallow. I don't know how big it was. It didn't seem to be very big, but it still bit at it. Took a swat of Towski. Get on the surface. I'm definitely proud of these Whopper Ploppers. They're pretty pricey. Honestly, if I said dive underwater. I'm trying to run it past some of these. Oh, there's a fish. Ha ha ha! First Whopper Plopper fish on. It was a little guy too. I don't know what it is. Probably a little smallmouth or a rock bass. Oh, it's a little bass. Oh, it's hooked kind of funky. hook me. These things are sharp. Ah. And there he goes. He was bleeding because he wasn't hooked in the gill, but he was hooked in the skin behind the gill and through the fin. But that was my first Whopper Plopper fish, and I couldn't even get a fucking picture of it. The fucking A. But I got one. That's the first plopper fish ever. And you guys were here to witness it with me. Or he liked it. As soon as it hit the water, he was on it. I think it was a little largemouth. It's hard to tell. That small, I mean, that paled out, but I'm pretty positive it was a little largemouth. He did not hesitate. That plopper hit the water and he was on it. Like boob on it. That's a that's the first topwater fish I've caught in years. I've topwater fish in a long time. That was cool. On the loon color. My buddy Jerry tells me that he likes the bone color and the monkey butt. Of course, they didn't have, well, they had the bone color in the smaller size that I went the other day, but I don't think they had the other color, the monkey butt. It looks kind of like a translucent rainbow trout or something. Well, we dropped off in 10 feet of water. If that fish was on the break. A lot of campers got boats out here this weekend that are parked along the shoreline. Holy cow. It means once it gets a little nicer, a little later in the morning, it's going to get terribly rough out here, probably with boats everywhere. But that's the way it goes. Public lakes, which I don't mind fishing. Okay, so the Whopper Plopper does catch fish. Looks like a lot of fish below me, probably bluegill below me here, and I'm 14 feet of water over top right now, so I don't want to go up the other way for some reason. I don't know. We're going to try it. Instead of going south, we're going to go north. What in tarnation? There's like a whole gaggle of boats and kayaks out here down to the north. I don't know why I want to go that way. Do I want to go that way? Oh, they're out farther. I'm not fishing that far out, so. A little foggy, hazy this morning. Pretty much a lot of dew on the boat from last night. I loaded it up last night and everything was pretty wet this morning, but there's a bunch of fish right there. Just to the side of me, probably consuming bluegill and maybe some bait fish. Hard saying. I got my ultralight and a couple other rods too, so I'll throw a crankbait around if I have to. There's a bunch of fish right here. I kind of want to throw that ultralight too. I can't catch something on that. You know what? It's not the time. It's time to catch another plopper fish. I get tied up on ultralight. I love it so much. But yeah, let's get those plopper fish taken care of. Well, another one. My number 2 fish. That was my PB plopper fish. It was 10, 11 inches. Lots of tall weeds through here, so good cover for some bass to be hanging out. Early morning fishies up shallow. Maybe. Crows are crowing. There's one. All right. Oh, he's a leaper. It's a smallmouth there. Oh, I know better than to grab a fish in the net with a treble hook, but let me get a picture with this guy with the plopper in his mouth. Come on, fucking freaking phone. Damn it. Sorry about the side hook there, little buddy. Nice little. Nice little guy. Thanks for playing, buddy. Yeah, he was over them weeds, so. Nice. Awesome. Number 2 Whopper Plopper fish. First smallie on a plopper. The Whopper Plopper does catch fish. That'll be my tail. The Whopper Plopper does catch fish. This thing messes around, catches too many fish, and I'll probably throw it a lot more. I'm not sure you guys got to see the eat or not, but at least got to see the fish. I try to keep my kayak turned towards where I'm fishing and my camera twisted on my body so I can kind of see over there. And this camera's got a pretty wide lens, so looks like it's pretty clean. Hey, what is going on with all the kayaks and the boats out there, I wonder? Got a race? I don't think they're racing too fast. I love this reel. When I pre-ordered mine, so I paid the extra price for it. They come down like 20 or 30 bucks since I bought mine because people complained about the brakes, and I don't know, I don't have a problem with the brakes. I don't cast ultralight stuff with this. I started out using it casting the small crankbaits for walleyes. I started using it out for. I actually placed in the Cast King Wall of Fame, I think it was. When I first got this thing, they had a Wall of Fame. You take pictures of your fish, and I think mine took second or third biggest walleye of that month. First big, I think it was the biggest, I don't remember what it was, but I got this free shirt, I got a free can koozie, I got a big frag free Cast King, like a cooler water bottle, cooler insulated water bottle, big tall one, and like a award medal type of deal. What's the matter? Oh, yep, there's somebody at the boat dock with a puppy dog, so she's gotta talk to him. You're alright, Ellie Mae, stop, goofball. Oh boy, there's 3 puppy dogs at the boat ramp now. Ellie Mae, quit. You're fine, sweetheart. The neighbors have been having lots of company lately, so she's been growling and barking at them too, so. Man, this is some beautiful grass down through here. There's gotta be some freaking largemouth or some big smallmouth chilling in this stuff. Waiting to bite a plopper. Working like the old skitter prop, Rapala skitter props. I got a couple of those. I used to catch some smallies on Lake St. Clair with them. Ellie Belly, you crazy dog. I ain't even there anymore, you goofball. What was that? Maybe we were hitting the water, probably. Thought I heard a fish hit the surface, but. And now we need a big fish. scratch. Thought I had a fish bite on it. Something just surface right. That might be a bluegill hitting the surface, but I've seen bluegills bite these stupid things too. Nope. Sorry if I'm blocking your view, folks. Trying not to. I got a head cam deal too, but I'm afraid I'll drop it in the water. I can't afford to buy another camera. They don't give them away. That's for sure. Come on, ploppers. Plopper fishies. I need me another plopper fish. I love topwater. Buzzbaits are always my favorite though. Come on, get on the surface. It's doing so good. Then it quit. What are you growling at, Eddie Belly? Oh, something just come up on the right in front of us. Oh, and the bait snaggled itself. How about that? We hooked both hooks on that cast just because there was a fish right in front of us. You hear people talking up there in the campground? Oh, I thought that seagull was going to attack my plopper. That'd have been a fun battle. Dog battle up there in the campground. It's okay, Al. I know, you hear puppy dogs barking. You want to talk to them too. You gotta get your 2 cents in there. I don't blame you. Trying to keep the boat stuff turned so you guys can see in case I get another hit or something, but the wind's being uncooperative. It's starting to burn the fog off now. Somebody went by on a paddle board if they didn't go crazy. sunk down in 14 foot of water just like that. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Good morning. I know it's okay, Ellie Belly. She's just out getting some exercise and some fresh air. Enjoying the water as well. Trying not to hook a sugar cane pole in there, whatever. I think that's the bulrushes, I guess is what they call them. Snags. Not a ton of surface bites today, but we shall see. How long we've been doing this? Almost an hour already. Holy cow. Hoping to have a little more success after the first couple, but we'll see. Alright, folks, I gotta take a break for a second. I'll be back with you in a puppy. What you want? Huh? What you want? Puppy wants a little loving. Oh, good girl. Hi. Oh, what a cutie. Good girl. What? What you want? Puppy wants to go potty. I'm gonna take her up to the shore over here. Oh, okay. Y'all was a big yawn. Alright, I'll be back. We'll take the dog a little bit. Had to take the dog to go pee, and I made a move. We were way over there. Somewhere over there. Now we're way over here on this point. And it's calm here on this side. Never fished it before, so something is poking me. Oh, it's the umbrella. The blown out umbrella. Need to figure out a better canopy to keep the dog covered when it's really hot out. Yeah. Umbrellas catch a lot of wind, but anything you can put up is gonna catch a lot of wind, so I just need an umbrella that don't fold up in 5-mile-an-hour winds, or 10, or 12, or sometimes more. So I'm just trolling a plopper across this channel, the opening in the lake. Not a channel, it's just the lake. And I got a Rapala DT4 in the bluegill pattern on the other one, just to have something in the water while I'm ripping across here. I'm slowing down now, so it's getting up to where that's still 35 feet, but it wasn't 60. Seen lots of schools of bait fish on the bottom in deep water. I'm pretty sure they were smelt. I'd like to find out. Might try to target them one day. Yeah, somebody over there starting a campfire. So you gotta growl at them. Yep, that's okay. You can growl at them. This is like a 35-foot flat. Get out there in that deep stuff and drop down that big one. I got a big 1-ounce tube on an ice rod I built out of a broken rod, and I haven't had a chance to use it. I want to use it for lake trout. I'm not a lake trout fisherman, but I think it'd be fun to catch them on a short rod off the side of the kayak. That'd be pretty cool. And there's some in here. There's quite a few in here. A lot of smelt. But they added more lake trout and pike this year to eat more of the smelt. So the people can't regulate the smelt their own. It's all good. So we're gonna try to catch another plopper fish here in a second once I get up a little shallower. I'm gonna reel this plopper in, matter of fact. And it's popping back there. And once we get up a little shallower, I'm not sure how shallow this gets. I see some pencil reeds over there. So I'm assuming this flat goes up pretty close to shore, and then it's going to jump out. And then we'll try to run around that plopper a little more. See if we can't catch another plopper fish, or not I might go to the crankbait or the ultralight or something, but that might be a different video. If I can catch some fish, I might just make 2 videos today. Try to get out 2 a week. I'm behind. I'm supposed to have a video out yesterday, but I just haven't been able to get out to catch fish. And when I get out, I haven't caught fish. Been a little tough, but we'll get them. I'm trying. I had one viewer tell me about some crappie grubs that he uses, a triple tail and a popsicle color. Southern Boys Tackle or something. So I'm gonna have to get me some of those and try them out. Need to go crappie fishing again. Might do that this afternoon if it's not too hot. It's supposed to be like 88 degrees today, so I don't know when this thing is gonna. See, we're 37 feet of water and we're 120 yards from shore. 100 yards from shore, about 100 yards from shore, and we're still in almost 40 feet of water, and it's just a pretty much flat bottom, so I'm assuming it's going to come zooming up here in a second. Michigan Lakes for you. That's how they roll. Yeah, every rod on the boat today I built. It's kind of cool. Who's gonna clear up and torch us, Ellie? I'll put up your umbrella here in a little bit because it's gonna get hot. There's some clouds in the sky too, still, but I think the sun's gonna burn most of it off, and most of it's fog still. It's lifted up pretty high. I want to throw up here. Not puke, but throw the plopper up here. Oh, I hear you panting already. Hold on a second, pup. It's pretty calm winds here, so I'm not worried about getting blown around. But we're still in 32 feet of water. This thing must come up pretty rapidly. Alright, let me get the dog's umbrella set up here. You're gonna need some more water, too. Look at that poor thing. It's all beat up. But it kind of works to our advantage. Okay. Put this up here. Take this one. Put it over here. Get a little more sun, or a little more shade. Let's be turned a little bit here towards shore so I can cast. You'll get even more shade there, puppy. I hope you'll be alright. Looks like it, yeah, it's pretty close to shore because I can see the drop off. It's like close to shore. It's like light for about 10 feet, and then it's dark water, so this is just gonna be, almost cast it into the bushes. This Kestrel cast, amazing. I know they got a new one out, the Kestrel BFS. It's, I don't know, it's $100 or something. Oh, excuse me. But this one's, I like this one. It's so small and lightweight. I can see the bottom now. We're in 12 feet of water now. 30 feet, 6 feet away. And now we're in 10, 12 feet of water. We're going to rip this thing down this drop off. Well, that thing really ain't working to your advantage today, is it, puppy? I can probably take it right out of there. And alright, let's move around here a little bit. It drops off so fast. I don't know if there'd be any. I haven't seen a marked fish on the side imaging. I see a log or a rock right there coming out, but there doesn't seem to be any. any fish on this side of the point. The windblown side is the other side, so when we get around there, we'll see what it looks like. See if there's any fish, any bites. If not, we'll just call it quits for the day on the plopper. A successful mission. 3 different colors, 3 different sizes, and 4 or 5 years or something, 4 years to finally land 1 and then 2. A smallmouth and a largemouth, so that's awesome. I like this smaller one, so it's perfect for this setup. What in the world? Kids hopping in the lake back there. I don't blame them. Beautiful day for it. Matter of fact, I might jump in here on the way out. Nice and sandy. This little, I'm sure somebody owns it, but I'll come up here and stand in the water. Nothing they can do about standing on the sand in the water. Oh yeah, there's a nice case of weeds around here. I see a minnow. There's bait fish around. Bait fish down below us. Like some kind of minnow, maybe. Might have been maybe bluegills. Something down there I saw. I'll get you some more water poppers. Go easy on it though, because it makes you choke. Oh man, I hear some goosers. Some sunbit chickens. No, that's a turkey. What do they call it? Cobra chicken? Cobra chicken. That's what they call them. Cutie. Alright, I gotta toss this thing around here. It's a Rapala DT4 bluegill pattern, I do believe. I haven't thrown this lure, casted it in, I don't know how long. Too long. Caught a lot of fish on these little things, man, especially Lake St. Clair. Because pretty sandy, pretty shallow. DT4s in most places in that lake will get you hammered by smallmouth all day long. Fire tiger is my favorite. Hitting a weed. You hit a weed, you just bump into it and then you let go, stop reeling. It'll float up away from the snag or the weed most of the time. And then you can just keep reeling. One of my all-time favorite crankbaits. Probably is my all-time favorite crankbait. Throwing in too much weeds. We've got a grass trailer, yep. Little salad. I know, puppy, it's alright. Water temp is 76.64 according to the Garmin. Oh, thirst up, baby. Oh, there's the red boat I saw. Alright, let me put this back, go back to the popper for a few minutes. We don't get something here in the next 5-10 minutes or so, we're going to call it a day on the old plopper. But I finally caught a plopper fish. I caught 2. Oh man, what happened there? Wow, that was crazy. It never happens, especially on this reel. There you go. Well, what I did there, it happens. I've been throwing bait casters since before bait casters were cool. Didn't have all the fancy braking on it and stuff like that. And I threw a lot of backlashes, man. I didn't know nothing about it. Self-taught. Yeah. Me and my buddy Al used to pedal our bikes around the Harson's Island. His dad was I believe he was the groundskeeper at the Oak Club, the golf course at the end of the island. We'd ride all the way over there, and we'd fish the golf course ponds, and there were some chungus fish in them golf course ponds, man. Wow. And that's where I started throwing my first bait caster with an old dive or something or other. I have no idea what it was. That was, oh man, early 80s? Oh my God. Yeah, that's been a long time. Don't even know whatever happened to that reel. Hard saying, but I learned a lot on that reel. And I've only had to cut the line off completely once, and that was on that BFS reel here a week or so ago when it blew up on me. I just couldn't get the line out. I just couldn't do it. It couldn't do it. So I cut it and restrung it, but I had to put 6 pound on it instead of 4 pound braid. But that's fine. still not too much for what I usually throw on that thing, so I was throwing 4-pound Euro tackle braid on there, and I loved the line. It was like tying a knot with a piece of super fine hair, and it would try to blow around on the wind, and I had a hard time tying a knot. So I quit using it. It was expensive, but it wasn't very good, very thin diameter line if you want to cast lightweight stuff. It's a good line to use. It was pretty strong. I caught some smaller smallies on that stuff, on that rod. Never caught anything big on it. This rod's got the spiral rod on it. Our spiral guides. Both of these yellow one and this one have the spiral guides on it. I like them. Should be more of a thing, I think. And we smelt fish way over there. Up down there somewhere. Like 30 to 40 feet of water. Sometimes more. That's where ice fish swarm anyway. Well, not me. Everybody that fishes pretty much that same. They don't go too far from the boat ramps normally, which you don't have to. I do because I like to get away from the crowds a little bit. Ain't like that's the only spot where the fish are at, so I tend to go 100 or so yards away from the rest of the crowd. It gets pretty packed when the smelt are biting. I was catching some nights this winter. I was catching 200 or 300 a night. I pretty much gave most of them away to somebody that likes them more than I do, but I kept got a few bags in the freezer. I used to love them when we were kids, because we'd get them out of the river. The old man would smelt dip them. We used to bring home a trash can full of them. I don't mean like the 13-gallon trash can. I mean like the big 50-gallon, 55-gallon trash can full of fish. Yeah, that's how smelting used to be. Now it's hard to even. Now you can be able to keep a gallon or something like that nowadays, but I don't keep that many. But it's fun. Once they're biting, the action's hot and heavy. But, alright folks, I think I'm going to call it here on this hair plopper video. Thanks for watching. Tune in for the next one. Hopefully we can find some small fish or some bluegill or something to bite. Seems like the topwater bite is over. I didn't really see much of topwater activity this morning either, so it wasn't like a great morning for it. It's been according to the fish apps, it's supposed to be like a midday bite, after 2 o'clock to 5 or 6 o'clock again today, so we'll see. Alrighty folks, we'll talk to you soon. Peace out.